set this up. No thumbnails, nothing. Shitty day for me. So, been putting a lot of hours, and I really needed to put in a lot more hours today. But my kid is type 1 diabetic. She went and stayed with a friend last night. Her blood spiked at about midnight. By 7 o'clock this morning, she is what they call DKA. She is very, very sick, and she is in the hospital right now. And I just kind of feel, I don't know, dejected, hopeless. I try to call her mom, let her know, like, look, I got to work. I've had to do this, I don't know, the last 8, 10 times straight now. I'm not the only parent, but she has to work, you know, every time she has to work. And it's like, well, I have to work too. Like I have to work too. And if the shit were fucking reversed, I'd be there for her. I'd be missing days at work so she's not missing all of her days. But I don't get that. And then like I get so fucking tired like of my family pretending like I'm some kind of lazy dude that all I really needed to do was like work some fucking 10-hour a day job, right? And then that would have solved all my fucking problems. But how can you do that when you've got a kid with special needs and employers will fire you for missing work no matter what? When you're a single dad and you're doing this shit all by yourself and the other person ain't fucking helping at all outside of trying to be the kid's friend, it makes it impossible to do certain things. I don't know, I'm just at a loss and I'm fucking pissed off. Like, it shouldn't be on one person all the time. Two people make a kid. And then, like, people should recognize that, right? Like, I don't know, it just seems like nobody recognizes it. Like, get a fucking regular job, Ronnie. Do this, Ronnie. Do that, Ronnie. It's like, how can you do any of that shit? How can you fucking do any of that shit? Starting a business? What's up? Well, no, like, I just don't have much capital. Like, I kind of do like third party contracting work now, self employed, which is, the good thing, because like now at least I'm not missing work this time. I don't have an employer that's gonna fucking make me feel like shit because I'm taking care of my kid. Now it's just on me to try to make up for today and however long tomorrow it's gonna take for her to get out of this hospital. I got to make that up with my time. Um, and I will. I'm not too worried about that. It just makes me mad and upset that I can't get no fucking help, man. Like, makes me really upset that my dad views me as this thing, and it's like, you know, you just want to scream at him, like, Dad, you had Sharon, you had my stepmom, and she basically took care of us while you was fucking never there, right? Like, how do you think it would have been if it would have just been you, motherfucker? Right? Like, because you weren't there for us. Like, she was there. He wasn't. That's why, like, in our fucking old age, motherfucker tries to, like, give us anything that we fucking want because he never did shit for us as kids. It's like, put yourself in that shoe. Like, in those shoes, like, how would life have been for you if you had to do that shit by yourself? Because he never had to. But I needed to vent, so I hit the go live button because basically I have nobody here to talk to except for a 16-year-old kid that doesn't take care of herself. I got you guys. It's just so freaking aggravating. It's just so aggravating, and you can't You can't show her that, right? Like, I can't let her see my frustration, although sometimes I do let her see it. But like, she's got to know that I'm there for her no matter what. And the whole time I'm in there just like steaming. Like, how many times have I called into my job, right? How many like so many times I've called into my job to take care of my kid now because she's type 1 diabetic. And it's like, you can do that too, right? Like, I'm not the only one that's capable of doing that, but it seems like I am. And then it's, when if I lose a job, which I haven't lost many in my life, but if I do, then it's oh, Ronnie's being lazy again. Ronnie cares about YouTube. Ronnie cares about writing. Ronnie cares about video games. It's all these like Ronnie. But it's like, why don't you just take a look at my fucking life? Like, this shit ain't fucking easy, man. Oh, what's up, Smokey? Yeah, I mean, it's good, man. Like, it's good. I really enjoy it. I don't like answer to a boss anymore. I work on my own terms when I want. I make really good money. Um, I've never done taxes. Like, I've always worked for an employer, so I'm a little, I'm keeping out about 10%, but I'm a little worried about that. But I think I'll be fine. In fact, I think with all the tax write-offs I'm gonna get, like, what I'm saving is more than enough. But man, it's just some rough shit, man. It's just some rough shit, and I ain't got too much. I need to get back in there, but I'm not sure when I'll be like doing a real stream again. Like, I've got to, I'm gonna have to make up for today and when I'm here tomorrow. Maybe if I have some time, I'll do another one of these later. Um, but man, yeah, I just really had to just like vent. I'm just like so aggravated. And like, her mom does do things, like, but she does things like she'll take her for a couple hours, or she'll buy her something, or she'll get her stuff that she needs, and that's fine. Like, you get to play the good guy. But what about like the hard stuff? What about calling into work? What about taking her to school? What about feeding her? What about buying her fucking clothes? And like, just all the day-to-day shit. How about just taking your daughter once in a while? I haven't had a break unless she goes to spend the night at a friend's house, which I can't let her do very often because of her diabetes. I haven't had a break in years. I don't know. Like, I haven't had a break since my mom was alive. And that's not how it's supposed to be. Like, if technically our custody is like 50-50, right? Like, it's like 55-45 or whatever, because I've got like the custody, but so she's supposed to be taking her kid every once in a while, right? And it's always, I gotta work. Well, like, not nobody works all the time. Right? Nobody works all the time. You got to take your kid. You got to spend time with her. You've got to have her for prolonged times. Like, this little girl is around a dude's dude, all the fucking time. It's like, you got to take your fucking kid, man. You got to show her what it's like, what it is to be a woman. I can't show her that shit. It's just so aggravating, man. And you guys really are, like, the whole time I was gone, I didn't have that to where I could like get that shit off my chest. So aggravating, man. And then my daughter is kind of tomboy. Well, she has her feminine things about her too, but like, people will comment on it. I'm like, what do you expect? Like, she's around me and only me all the time, right? Like, she's not gonna be very girly. Which, then she is girly in her, she, she likes her comfortable clothes and she don't really care. Like, she's a lot like me. And then a lot of this is I'm like worried about her, you know, like because DKA is serious, like shit could kill her. And it's like she's basically on death's door every time this happens. So like if you're a father or if you're a parent, you know, to see your child in such misery is, man, it's hard to deal with that shit, man. Then I had to rush this morning to get to the hospital, so I don't have any of the things I need. Haven't taken a shower. So I'm like sitting there telling the doctors, like, I'm gonna literally have to leave her here by herself. Which she's 16, it shouldn't be a problem, right? But it is. Until she's 18, she can't be here by herself. So like she's gonna literally be sitting there by herself for a few hours while I have to run all the way back to Battle Creek, take a shower, get the things that I should have gotten. And it's like, man, it's just like people don't understand how rough this shit is, man. And like, you know, all these people giving single mothers a hard time or single parents in general. Like you just it's so easy for you to judge when you've got two incomes, right? When you've got a person there that can watch your kid for you, or you can alternate that shit, or you can, you know, go out and do things. All of my money goes to her. Everything, like I don't get to go out and and hang out and try to have a life myself. I haven't been able to do that in a really, really long time. And it gets so tiring, so exhausting. But yeah, I just needed to really, yeah, thank you, Marty. Thanks everybody. Like I just really needed to vent, get this shit off my chest. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are there for me. But I'm gonna get off of here and go in there and check on her, and you know, hopefully they can get her into a room soon. As soon as they get her into a room, get the insulin IV into her. Like, man, her blood sugar was like 600 this morning. It's like I want to be able to let her do stuff like a normal kid, but then every time I do, this happens, and it's like can't let her be a normal kid, man. But yeah, I really appreciate it. I just needed to talk to somebody, and I have nobody here to talk to, so I really appreciate y'all. I'm gonna figure out how to end this thing. But y'all have a good day, man.